Hello everyone, it is Lexy and I'm just here with another reading update for you guys. Basically, today I'm at uni, hence the strange background, the weird lighting, the not so great setup. I'm also filming this on my iPhone. I'm so sorry about the quality. But basically, I just wanted to give you a little update. I did read quite a lot of Dorothy Must Die last night. I think I have under 25% left to go. So I just left that book at home because I didn't want to bring two books, but then I also didn't want to finish it and then have nothing else to read. Basically, I have quite a long commute to uni and then I do have a big gap between my classes, which I'm in right now. I'm in that gap. So I did bring The Cruel Prince by Holly Black and I'm absolutely loving this so far. A few of you guys had this on your TBRs as well and have been recommending it. So far it is living up to my expectations. I found that the world building in this is honestly phenomenal. I feel like I've been to fairy by the way that it is all described, and I like all the little mystical elements. Like, you've got little mentions of mermaids and nymphs and goblins and all that sort of stuff, which I'm definitely enjoying. The pages are stunning. Like, look at this. Mind my docket as a bookmark. Like, look at this. It's honestly stunning and it's on every chapter. It has like such a beautiful detailed map in it as well. And honestly, it's so much fun like flicking back to the map and looking at where all the characters have gone. I'm definitely loving it. I'm also really loving Jude, our like main protagonist in this one. She's definitely a really strong female. She's definitely not afraid of a challenge and I'm loving all of that as well. I have read a little bit of Life as We Knew It throughout today as well. At this point, it is getting like slightly repetitive. Like, I understand that it's the end of the world and basically her day-to-day life is going to be exactly the same. The electricity goes out all the time, but the pacing at the moment just seems a little bit slow. Nothing major has happened in the last chunk of pages that I have read. I believe I'm now like 40% of the way through, and honestly, I hope it does pick back up. It had such strong beginnings and it was so great at the start, so I really hope it gets back up to that level. I do still really enjoy the style of writing and the diary format. Like I said, it just seems at the moment like it's a bit stagnant, like nothing really has happened. The situation of the earth has gotten worse. They're now having like volcano eruptions and so many more people have died in the world that they're living in. It's definitely an eye-opening read, but at the same time, it's getting a little bit stale. So hopefully that does pick it back up. I'm also looking forward to finishing Dorothy Must Die tonight, and I will do a little wrap up once that's completely done. So now I might get on with reading a little bit more of The Cruel Prince, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated with my thoughts on everything. Today is Friday the 26th of July. It is still the reading rush and I just wanted to give you guys a new update on how I'm going. So this morning I did finish Dorothy Must Die. Oh my god, this was such a good read. I honestly loved it. The ending was so action-packed and it just had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I did really love the ending as well. It did leave it open for the remainder of the series, so I think I might continue with them. It's not super high on my priority list, and I probably would just borrow them at the library, but I did really enjoy the book. This book was definitely not your typical Wizard of Oz story. It had so much more sort of depth to it. It had a lot more creepy kind of aspects to it, which I enjoyed. And yeah, it was just overall a really good read and a very thrilling read as well. My favorite character would definitely have to be Amy, our main character, and then followed by that it would be Ollie and Maud, so the little monkeys that were rescued. And I honestly really liked Star, like the little rat. I was so happy when she finally got a little shining moment and got to like save the day a little bit. The character development was great. The plot was awesome. The pacing was really good as well. Like I said, the ending was quite action-packed, but that's not to say that the rest of it wasn't. It was just very, very intense towards the end. For me, this was definitely a 4 out of 5 star read, and I definitely would recommend it if you are looking for something like I've described. Last night, I also finished Life as We Knew It, so my ebook that I was reading during this challenge. For me, this one did sort of lose it a little bit towards the end. At the beginning, it was super strong, it was engaging, and I felt like there was going to be a lot more action than there actually was. I definitely understand that it's meant to be a end of the world novel, so obviously not that much can happen when you're just stuck at home with your family, but it did start to get just a little bit too repetitive for me. I feel like they were having the exact same arguments, they were having the exact same problems, and like, yes, while that's the point of the novel, I do think it could have been written a little bit more engagingly. For me as well, the end was just a little bit underwhelming. Like, we didn't find out what happened. We didn't see Miranda become like a martyr for her family or anything. It just didn't go where I thought it sort of was heading, which was a little bit disappointing for me. Because I didn't think I would continue with the series, I did look up the other books on Goodreads and just read a few of the reviews in there as well, and they did seem to go down that same sort of path where it was just a bit like underwhelming, a bit repetitive, that sort of thing. So I don't think I will continue with that series. It was still an enjoyable read though, do not get me wrong. I did love certain aspects of it. I thought some of the relationships were written really well. I did love the character of Mrs. Nesbit. I thought she was such a sweet lady. For me, that book was like a 3 out of 5 stars, I would say. I won't be continuing with the series, but I definitely don't regret reading it. That's my update for you guys. I do have to run to work now, so I won't really get that much reading done for the rest of today. Maybe a little bit tonight, but I do hope to get some done on Saturday and Sunday, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated. So I will see you guys in my next update. Today is Saturday the 27th of July, so it is the second last day of the reading rush. Today I do have work quite soon actually, but I did get some reading done this morning. I did progress a little further with The Lost Files, The Legacies, one of the novellas attached to the Lorien Legacies series. I started this one yesterday on my lunch break and I only got a little bit into it. I finished the first story yesterday. So in this book we've got 3 mini stories. The first one follows 6, the second one follows 9, and then the final story is the first 3 numbers who we've never met before. I absolutely loved the first story, which I did finish yesterday, and today I finished the second story, and that was honestly even better. I think the second story really highlighted number 9, and we understand where all that teenage angst sort of comes from and why he's so harsh, I guess, and why he's so stubborn in the series. Both of the stories do, however, highlight all of the struggles that the characters did go through before they even met number 4. So these stories follow their lives before the guard all met up. So basically we learn more about their sapans and we learn more about what their lives were like before they met each other. And I think if those two stories were so well done about the characters that we did know, I think getting to learn more about the first three will be really, really interesting in this last story. So I'm literally up to the first page of the last one. So the first chunk of the book was the first two, and then this last chunk is the last story. So I'm technically on my Goodreads 65% done. So I'm very excited to see the last bit of this one. I think I'll definitely finish it tonight as well. So that'll be another book checked off of my list. And then tomorrow, so the last day of the challenge, I'll just focus on the Cruel Prince. So yeah, I'm definitely loving this one. I'm not surprised, like I love the entire series and this was just another extra piece and just another way to connect to all the characters. So I definitely had high expectations and I definitely met all of them. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I do really think that having these backstories illuminated after the end of the series, or for me, one book before the end of the series, was a really good choice as well. It just gives you more appreciation for the characters in hindsight, looking back on the series. So as always, what I say in every video I feel, if you have not read the Lorien Legacies series, you honestly should. And if anyone knows how to tell Netflix what series they should make, definitely this one. Tomorrow is Sunday, so the last day of the challenge. I've actually got to head to work quite soon. I'm going to have some lunch and then head off. And then tonight I've got a friend's birthday thing, which will be super, super fun, but unfortunately I won't get too much reading done. I think I'll be dead tired when I get home as well. I will definitely try and find some time tomorrow though to wrap all of this up, let you know all my final thoughts, all the challenges I completed, and just wrap up this week-long vlog. So I'll see you guys in my next and probably final update. Hello guys, it is Sunday the 28th of July. So today is the final day of the Reading Rush Challenge. So I'm back home from work, I'm in my comfy clothes and I just finished reading my final book that I'll be able to get done in this challenge. The final book that I completed for the challenge was The Lost Files, The Legacies, again by Pittacus Lore, one of the Lorien Legacies novellas that goes along with the series. So I finished it when I came home from work today and it was honestly amazing. It was everything that I expected and more. I thought each of the three stories was super perfect, super well done, amazingly written. This was definitely another 5 out of 5 star read for me. I won't go too much into the plot of the third story in this, just because I feel like if you do want to read the series, it's great to just experience that for yourself and just read it for yourself and get totally invested into it. So I'm not going to give away anything that happened in that final story. Just know that my opinion of it is that it was great and I really loved this book as a whole. I loved each story. I just thought I would do a little wrap up of the challenge and let you know everything that I did achieve. I completed the first task, which was to read a book with purple on the cover. I completed the second challenge, which was to read a book in the same place. I started the third challenge, which was to read a book you were supposed to read last year. I finished the fourth challenge, which was to read an author's first book. I didn't unfortunately start challenge number 5, which was to read a book with a non-human main character. I finished challenge number 6, which was to read a book with 5 or more words in the title. And I didn't start number 7, which was to read a book with a movie adaptation and also watch the movie adaptation. So in total, I completed 4 out of the 7 challenges and started a 5th of the 7 challenges as well. So I'm super duper happy with those results. I honestly didn't think I would achieve that much. I thought I would definitely get maybe 2. I didn't really expect to get 4 of them done and a 5th one started. It just goes to show what you can achieve if you put in the hard work. Let me know down in the comments as well if you did do the reading rush, and if you have any videos, I'd love to watch them as well. That pretty much sums up this vlog, so I'll see you guys in my next video and thank you again for watching. Bye!